have you ever read The Master Switch by Tim Wu?
No.
Oh, I would recommend it to you. Tim Wu ran, I think he teaches at Columbia, but he ran for lieutenant governor about 4 or 5 years ago in New York. But the book is called The Master Switch: The Rise and Fall of Information Empires. And what he describes, he goes back 150 years, literally to the telegraph. And he describes how there is a pattern where a new information technology comes out and entrepreneurs are so excited about it. It blossoms. They try lots of stuff. It's really wonderful. It's going to help decentralize and make people free. And then suddenly, wham, it's centralized. And then it happens again, and then wham. And each time the central control builds through these different phases. And my theory is part of what we're talking about here is the most recent version of that.
It sounds spot on. Yeah.
Right.
Are you still convinced?
I think it's gotten partially unlocked with the Bitcoin ETF, but then there, probably the part where I'm less convinced of is this question of the sort of ideological founding vision of Bitcoin or these cryptocurrencies as sort of a cypherpunk, crypto-anarchist, libertarian, anti-centralized government thing. This is always the line.
Isn't that what got you interested in the first place?
That's what I thought was terrific about it. And then the question is, does it really work that way, or has that thread somehow gotten lost? And so when people in the FBI tell me that they'd much rather have criminals use Bitcoin than $100 bills, it suggests that maybe it's not quite working the way it was supposed to.
Have you sold any of your Bitcoin?
I still hold some. There are all these ways I didn't buy as much as I should have, and I'm not sure it's going to go up that dramatically from here.
From here?
Yeah, I think we got the ETF edition, and I don't know who else buys it quickly from here.
Some interesting investment advice. That actually surprised me because I don't think I've heard you. I thought you were still all in.
I still have a small position. It probably still can go up some, but it's going to be a volatile, bumpy ride. And I had a dual reason. One was this sort of ideological, decentralized future of computing world that I really do believe in. Really believe would be better. And it seemed like the perfect vehicle for that for such a long time, and I am just much less convinced of that. And so
interesting.
So maybe Larry Fink with the BlackRock ETF surrendered to the forces, the anti-ESG forces, or maybe it's more like Bitcoin's been co-opted by them, and I worry it was more the latter.